Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He brought us into this world, when He brought us into this dunya, there was a purpose behind it. And as we all know, based on verses of the Quran, this purpose can only be achieved and attained through using the wording of the Quran, tests. If anything is going to achieve perfection, we've seen in this world. For it to achieve perfection, it has to go through certain hardships. If gold wants to turn to gold, diamonds want to be made, I don't know, you want to make bread, that wheat turning into bread, it has to be beat. It has to undergo heat, pressure until it becomes bread. Every perfection in this life, in this world, goes through hardship, goes through tests, goes through, they call it fitna and bala in the Quran. The same thing holds for mankind. The reason why we're here in the material world is so that we go through the same oven of hardship. Now sometimes, of course, the hardships are less, sometimes they're more. Sometimes if we put ourselves through the hardship of upholding the wajib and haram of Allah and observing it, other hardships might not befall us. The point is, brothers and sisters, at the end of the day, we're not here to just have a good time. We're here to be put through certain tests, to be refined and so on. Now when it comes to mankind being refined, going through this hardship, being put into the oven of the dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only has so many tools to do that. We have to understand. If we can fix this perspective of how we look at life, then things will become easier for us when we actually face them. The Quranic perspective shows us, teaches us, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only has so many tests, and there's a reason for it, for these tests. The whole purpose of our creation is these tests. So mankind can't live here if they believe in the Quran and not expect certain tests to come up. When I say test, it doesn't mean necessarily an earthquake and then people dying and that's a test. No, that's an extreme. That's not the default. That's not an everyday thing. Although that is also something that might come up. But no, the normal everyday things we deal with, these are the tools Allah has. Allah has no other tools to test us with. For example, a youth will struggle with certain things before marriage. A youth will struggle with certain things after marriage, meaning, namely their spouse. After the love months and love years are over, things get normal, and sometimes those are tests that they go through. When they have kids, there are different things that we're tested with. Allah has only so many tools. One of those tools, brothers and sisters, that we're going to be talking about tonight, that if we look at it properly, we see it as something that's supposed to be there, it'll make it easier for us to pass the test. One of those tools is the subject of parents. And tonight we want to talk about how these parents are not just normal people like everyone else. If Islam has given importance to parents, it's not because parents are relatives. Because relatives are important in Islam, parents are also important. No. There is another category set aside just for parents. To the extent, as we shall see, in the Quran and Hadith, and we want to learn some new stuff, we don't want to repeat old stuff, we want to talk about new things, inshallah. Look at things a little differently, as we shall see. That category, you can call it the gods on earth, the gods and goddesses on earth. If we understand that perspective, gain that perspective that the Quran is getting across to us, that the Ahlul Bayt and the Ma'sumin are getting across to us, when we are challenged by this test, we will find it easier to pass it. We'll find it easier to swallow. It's a shame really, and it's a waste. What a waste that a person in love with Imam Hussein, doing everything for Imam Hussein alayhi salam, number one thing on the list after shirk billah and tawfiq billah, it's his parents, they're going to struggle with that. We want to be on the same page. We don't want to have to struggle with these things. Sometimes the struggle is because we have not gained that Quranic perspective yet. So inshallah tonight, we want to look at this topic and discuss it in the following stages. Recite salawat, please.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
Number one, we're going to go through the ahadith. We have two sets of ahadith. Some ahadith will talk about how Allah cares about the parent. And the akhirah and the effects of all that. disobeying parents, the effects it'll have in the akhirah. That's one set of hadiths. Then we're going to do a couple of hadiths also, how it affects our life in the dunya. Some things Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He tells us, hey, be careful about this, not only akhirah it's going to affect, it's going to affect dunya too. In other words, if I have respect for myself, if I want to be successful in life here, there are some things, whether I like it or not, they're going to have an effect. If I'm a mu'min or a mu'minah, it's going to have an effect. Yes, sometimes a person is not religious, sometimes a person is not Muslim, whatever. And you see that they're super successful, although they are the worst people towards their parents. Allah doesn't care about that person. He lets them go. But there are mu'mineen sometimes who make certain mistakes, so Allah cares for these mu'mineen, shakes them up. Before they make those mistakes, He lets them know that, hey, there's a link between dunya and success in dunya even. Financially, I don't know, career-wise, whatever. There's a link between that and how you are with your parents. So if I have respect for myself even, I'm going to be sure, this is one of those things I understand, this is one of the things there's no way out of it. I have to understand it's going to be there, and I better know what I have to do. So we're going to go through these ahadiths, maybe 5 or 6 ahadith. Then we're going to talk about a couple verses of the Quran that we've all heard, but we want to look at it from a different perspective. And the perspective of who? The perspective of Allah. See what He says. And as a matter of fact, we'll find that there are some misunderstandings regarding those verses that we've always heard all our lives. And what we really gain from those verses, what we're really supposed to gain from those verses. Sometimes we think we're acting upon a verse, while in reality we're not. Sometimes we feel we've understood a verse that we've heard all our lives. But there's a delicacy, there's a subtleness there, there's an intricacy there that we've neglected. And these ulama teach us that, hey, this verse is saying more than that. That's where we're going to start understanding that, whoa, are these parents really gods and goddesses? And of course, when I use that term, you know what I mean, right? Of course, we're not talking shirk here. In practice, it's as if, the way we have to observe their rights, it's as if they're gods or goddesses. That is what it is. After we finish these verses, we're going to move to Sahifa Sajjadiyah. And we have a dua there. We want to take it a step further too. Once we go through the dua, some parts of it, there is no turning back anymore. It's as if we have to worship the parents, as if. This is not a talk, like I'm not going to get a cut here by the parents later that thank you, you said what you were supposed to say, we're going to give you a cut. No, nothing like that. No commissions involved here. It's not about just, me caring or anyone caring about the parents, so let's make sure we keep them happy. It's not about that. It's about the mu'min who loves Allah Abdullah and Hussein alayhi salam. Number 2 thing on his list after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, tawheed, his parents. If they haven't figured that out, then what's the point? It's about us and our iman. That's what it's all about. It's not about, okay, let's be good to our parents because parents, there's something special about them. Yeah, there is something special about them. I'm not looking at it from that perspective. I'm looking at it from my perspective. If I want to grow spiritually, if I want to be successful in life, if I want to be successful in the hereafter, I have to make sure I have taken care of this. So after that, Sahifa Sajjadiyah, we're going to end with a couple of questions, inshallah, if we get there. 2 questions that we're going to have to answer that come up. There's something wrong with the water. Allah's wrong with the water. There's 2 questions that we're going to have to kind of discuss, inshallah, and try to find answers to. These are the stages. Hadiths, verses of the Quran, Sahifa Sajjadiyah, and a few questions. Let's have another sallallahu alayhi wa. I'm pretty sure that a lot of the brothers and sisters, they have this book, either have the book that I'm going to read the hadiths from, or they've heard of this book. It's a famous book. The book of Ayatul Shaheed Rastani, rahmatullah alayhi, which he has an interesting story himself. Ayatul Rastani. And we don't have time to talk about his story. It's a beautiful story. But he's written this book called Greater Sins. It's been translated to English as well. I'm going to be reading some of those hadiths that he has in that book. As he lists in this book the greatest of sins, one of those is uquq al-walidain, uquq, not huquq, uquq. Uquq is an infinitive, just like khuruj, just like dukhul. We have uquq. What does uquq mean? To disobey while disobeying, you're breaking someone's heart, something along those lines, hurting somebody, getting them upset. Uququl walidain means to disobey your parents in a way that you're making them upset. And this is a 50 mas'ala, a 50 issue, and our marajah have also addressed it. So we all know that this is something that's haram. But we want to talk about this first, gain an understanding of the importance of this concept first. Let's let these hadiths get our attention, so that when we're talking about the verses of the Quran, we pay attention to those. Understand these verses, the significance of these verses. The hadiths, some of them go like this. As you know, we have great sins, we have kaba'ir, we have sagha'ir sins, small sins. There's a difference of opinion, of course. Do we even have such a thing called small sins? All sins are great. Some will say, no, there's great sins, there are minor sins, and major sins. But at the end of the day, what is used to determine whether a sin is a great sin or not is our ahadith, is verses of the Quran. If a hadith or a verse of the Quran is telling us that, wow, there is such punishment awaiting such a sin, then we can deduce that it's one of those greater sins. For example, I don't know, if I give an example, I don't know, looking at something I'm not supposed to look at. You won't find hadith that says a person who looks at something that he's not supposed to look at, he can get himself ready for the hellfire forever, that he'll be burned forever, and his skin will peel and all that kind of stuff. No. Alright, you did something wrong, it's haram. If you don't repent, it's going to have implications. Dunyawi, ukhrawi implications. You'll have something like that. But some sins, when they are described in the Quran, and they are addressed in our hadith, it's not like that. And one can deduce and conclude that this is a great sin. One of those is for sure uququl walidain. Right from the beginning. Shaykh Dasri, he says we have a hadith from the Amir al-Mu'mineen, of course from the Prophet, from the Amir al-Mu'mineen, from Imam al-Sadiq, from Imam al-Rida, from Imam al-Jawad alayhi salam, that this uququl walidain is one of the kabair, straight up. To do something, to reach a point where you have their dissatisfaction. They're dissatisfied. They're not satisfied. Yes, sometimes I make them upset, but I make it up real quick. Sometimes, no, I don't make it up anymore. Destroy my dunya and akhirah for that. That's one of the kabair. The Prophet ﷺ has said that after shirk, uququl walidain is the greatest sin. SubhanAllah. We seek refuge in Allah. Other verses of the Quran, other hadiths have said, promised great punishment for this sin. Uququl walidain. Let's get a little more into details here. There was this child, there was this youth, you've probably heard this story before, that he's passing away, and the Prophet comes to him. They say he's in trouble. Oh Prophet, what do you see, oh youth? He's dying, he's on his deathbed, but he's struggling. He's in trouble, you can tell. The Prophet comes to the side of this youth that's dying, and he says, does this youth, not child, does this youth have a mother or not? They say yes. They bring the mother, he asks the mother, are you satisfied with him? Are you dissatisfied with him? What's going on? She says, I haven't spoke to him for 6 years. Why? I'm upset with him. I'm not satisfied with him. The Prophet's like, now's not the time for this. His akhirah is in danger. Anyway, he starts speaking to the mother, convinces the mother forgives him. The Prophet, before all of this happened, when he asked the youth, what are you seeing? He said, I see something disgusting, ugly, monster coming towards me. The Prophet speaks to the mother, convinces the mother to forgive him and all of that. And the Prophet teaches that youth a line to say. What is that line? Ya min yaqbal al-yasir wa ya'fu 'an al-kathir. O youth, turn to Allah. Say, oh the one who accepts the little bit that we do, while He forgives and overlooks the great that we've done, or the great wrong that we've done in our life. Accept from me the little bit that I have, and please forgive me of all the other stuff that I've done. Tells us to say this, apparently repeat this. Then he says to the child, to the youth, he says, now tell me what do you see? He says that monster is gone. After the mother had forgiven him, this monster is gone, something else has come that's nicer in its place. Point being, brothers and sisters, one of the things that happens to a person who wants to leave this dunya with huquq al-walidain on their back is that their akhirah is jeopardized. Right there, you're leaving this dunya as an evil person. Why? Because you can tell if the person that's coming to me to ask me questions, the person that's coming to me to take my life, is that ugly? They're a reflection of what I am. Angel of death isn't very ugly, brothers and sisters. Angel of death, those who have seen him of the great ulama, they say he's beautiful. But he's a reflection of us. If what I'm seeing is something like that shows what my life looked like in the eyes of Allah. So we have to be careful. Just trying to get our attention so that we pay attention to the verses of the Quran that we're going to get to. إياكم وعقوق الوالدين فإن ريح الجنة يوجد من مسيرة 1000 عام ولا يجدها عقل ولا قاطع رحم. In this hadith, it says that beware of عقوق الوالدين. Be careful of dissatisfaction of your parents and hurting them. Why? Because the scent of Jannah can be sensed from how far? من مسيرة 1000 عام. How long does it take? How much land and area can you cover in 1,000 years? You can get pretty far. The hadith says that you can smell Jannah from that far away. But a person who carries huquq al-walidain, and we can say it like this maybe, they have such a stench, they can't smell Jannah. They can't smell it. Even if they're next to Jannah, they can't smell it. Mal'oon man daraba walidayhi. Now we're going a little further here. Mal'oon is the one who, na'udhu billah, physically abuses his parents. Mal'oon man aqqa walidayhi. Mal'oon is the person who does huquq al-walidain, does something that they are totally dissatisfied with. They don't want anything to do with that person. Alright, but sometimes they do something wrong. Sometimes they might do dhulm to me. And you know, I am from the school of Imam Abdullah Hussain. I do not tolerate dhulm. Right? من نظر إلى أبويه نظر ماقتا وهما ظالمان له لم يقبل الله له الصلاة. A person who looks at his parents in a bad way. You know, sometimes you look at them, you're upset with them. Who am I to be upset with my parents? Who are we? What are we doing? Where are we? They did look to me. And by the way, people have said this to me. You'll have like a youth will come up to you thinking he's all that. Yeah, my dad, he's done nothing for me in my life. He's wronged me in my life. It doesn't matter if they did dhulm to you. Parents are gods on earth, as if. Now, in the end, we're going to talk about how the parents shouldn't take advantage of all of this, right? So, inshallah, we'll make it to that part, or else we're all in trouble. But the hadith is saying, you got to be careful. It's not about whether they're good or bad, whether it's because they're relatives of you or not. It has nothing to do with that. When the title of parents comes after Allah, Ma'sumin, after Ma'sumin parents, tell the story. It's as if you have a 15th and a 16th Ma'soom, mom and dad. It's as if. I don't care. It's as if Allah says, I don't care what's going on. I don't see anything. I can't see anything. Are they parents or not? Yeah, they're parents. But let me explain what they did to me. I can't hear you anymore. One of these football players, he's famous, and now people know about it. He's controversial a little bit now. I remember a couple of years ago, I watched a little clip of him and how his mother had left him when he was a kid. When he was a kid, his mother had left him, and someone else had raised him. And now his mom has come back and she wants to meet him, whatever, see him, and he doesn't want to see her. He says, she left me and that's it. It doesn't matter if she left you or not. It doesn't matter. And once again, it's as if you close your eyes, Allah's closing his eyes, figuratively speaking, people. No, I don't care. I don't care what they did to you. They left you. Did she give birth to you or not? Yes, she did. Then I don't care about anything else. It's as if that's how far Allah is going with the parents. Don't talk to me about what they did, how they wronged you. Now, subhanAllah, today, wronging has another meaning. Back then, sometimes it means kaf. Now it means they didn't buy me what I wanted, or like they didn't let me like talk to so-and-so and befriend so-and-so. That's not wronging. That's righting. Without a W. It's doing the right thing sometimes. They wrong me. Recite something.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad.
There's some hadiths about the akhirah, Allah, and Allah's anger and wrath. Now let's move on to some hadiths, a couple of hadiths. Although we have more, but I just want to cover a couple. Where your dunya will be ruined. Hey, people of dunya, people who want to be successful in life, people who don't care too much about akhirah, Islam, there is Muslim by name and all of that. It's alright still. And you're after success in this life even. We have to understand that, hey, if I respect myself, I gotta take care of Allah, the Maqsumin, and the parents. Look at this hadith. It says, the 50th Imam says, giving discreetly. Sadaqah, for example, and zakat discreetly, 1. And doing good to the parents, 2. These get rid of poverty. We don't understand what's going on in the cosmos and the link between the heavens and the earth. We don't. Sometimes Quran and Hadith will disclose certain things to us. 2 people, they've done the exact same thing, gone to the same exact school, one is more successful than the other. Why? When you dig deep enough, you find sometimes this is why. There are certain causes that bring about certain effects. One of them is parents. It says it gets rid of poverty. Now you tell this to a materialist, they'll laugh at you, but we're not materialists. We believe in working hard and all of that, but we also believe there's something extra out there sometimes. This is one of them. So many things we have about these things. Another one. It will add to your age. Tell this to scientists, they'll laugh at you. It adds to one's length of life. It adds to one's age. Doing good to the parents. Sometimes I'm going to be doing the bare minimum of not getting them upset. Sometimes I take an extra step. Then Allah will give me a bonus in this dunya. It adds to my life. And we'll have a story, inshallah, if we get there. We'll have a story of how the opposite also holds. That it brings down from and takes away from the length of one's life when they do wrong to their parents. Another hadith, it says, it gets rid of 70 bad forms of death. Sometimes we look around us, we notice that certain people die in a bad way sometimes. Now, it's hard to judge, and we're not going to judge, and we're not allowed to judge. That's Allah's job. But certain bad forms of death, they're a result of this as a bad way. Sometimes a person passes away without too much hardship. Sometimes a person passes away in one of the worst ways that one could pass away. Why? If one is able to dig deep enough, if one has a special lens to see, sometimes it goes to this. This hadith is telling us by that it gets rid of those 70 forms of bad death. Okay, so I like that. You know, as kids growing up, we see all these wars and battles. We're like, yeah, shahada, shahada. I just hope I don't get captured and I'm tortured, because torture is bad. Sometimes these things go to that. Now I'm going to end with this story, this hadith section. It goes like this: that there was a youth, very rich, very well off in Medina, and he had an old father. You see, we'll talk about this as we go on. You know, you have success ahead of you. You see it. You're reaching for it. Then all of a sudden, that something get in the way of your super success. One is like your older parents that now you have to take care of. You have to dedicate time. Don't you think Allah's going to compensate? Some people don't think Allah's going to compensate. So they see a barrier to success, which is their parents, for example, when they reach an older age. In this story, there's a youth, super successful, super rich and wealthy, but he has an old father. What does he do? What a loser. What he does is, he deprives his father of any of this wealth that he has, and wrongs him. What happens to this youth eventually? We have other stories like this in the Quran, like for example, Qarun, things like this happen to him. It doesn't matter. A person who sees their wealth as their Lord is going to eventually lose it. This guy, he thinks that wealth is everything, is going to help him in everything. He says, you know what? Because wealth is my Lord, I'm going to get rid of everything else. If my father is in the way, I don't care about it. And it deprives him of everything. The story goes on. It says that he lost everything. Became poor and sick and ill in his body as well. And you can tell, sometimes you just don't give an extra amount. Sometimes, no, you disrespect, you break, you bring down, your father or your mother, through depriving them of any help, any financial support. Sometimes they don't need it, sometimes they don't want it. Sometimes they need it and they don't want it from you. That's another story. But apparently in this story, the guy did something very bad because the punishment that came was very bad. You can tell how big the sin is sometimes because of how big the punishment is. What he did, you can tell, was very bad. Because now the prophet now gets up. The prophet usually won't expose people, usually won't call people out, but sometimes he will call people out. If there's a greater lesson for everybody else, and that person is in bad shape and he deserves this, the prophet calls him out. He says, oh people who might bother their parents, their fathers and their mothers, take lesson from the state that this youth is in right now. Then know that if he lost any wealth or any money, and he gained illness instead, it's only because of what he did to his father. And not only that, you're seeing this life. In the akhirah, he's going to be a loser too, and even in a worse state. There's some hadiths, but there's many more that we're going to skip. What you get from that is that if I care about myself, if I respect myself, in dunya, in akhirah, and every aspect of my life, I better make sure that I acknowledge this category of individuals which have the title and bear the title of parents and rather are God's as if on earth. Now let's move on to some verses of the Holy Quran. It says,
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad.
First, I'm going to say something that we've all heard. In 4 places of the Quran, we have Tawheed and Allah mentioned, and right after that, we have parents mentioned. Right? So we're all after, Imama, Wilaya, we're all after, we're Shia and all of that stuff, but we don't have explicit verses of the Quran that says Imam Ali is the first Khalifa, or the Imam after. We don't have that, right? But we do have verses explicitly, I'm not undermining Wilaya and Imam, by the way, I'm just saying, if someone's after something explicit, there is something explicit in the Quran. What is it? Parents. Alright, parents is probably mentioned somewhere after, how the Quran talks about, oh, you who believe, like, drinking blood is haram on you, eating from the dead corpse of an animal is haram on you, and be good to your parents. No. 4 places in the Quran, right after it talks about the most important thing that Allah sent prophets for, sent books for, sent the Quran for, 4 places in this Quran, by name it mentions. What else do you want? You want Allah to mention our parents' names by name? No, He uses a specific title, walidain, that we all know the meaning of. Surah Al-Baqarah, verse 83. La ta'buduna illa Allah. You're not going to worship anyone but Allah. Wa bil walidain ihsan. Oh wow, I thought it was going to talk about how blood is haram to eat and drink. And then it's going to talk about parents, because it's not that important. No, it's way up there. So in Nisa verse 36, وَعْبُدُ اللَّهِ وَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا. Alright, then what? Then I should pray after this, right? Allah says, worship me. Don't do shirk to me, and pray to me. Do the specific word, and fast. He's going to probably say that. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. But you already said that, Allah. You already said that in Baqarah. He says, yeah, but you probably forget. He doesn't say that, I'm just saying that. Surah Al-An'am, verse 151. فَلَا تُشْرِكُوا بِهِ شَيْئًا وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. Brothers and sisters, how many times is Allah to say this? Shirk, right next to it, walidain. It shows that this is something specific. It's not something just like every other thing that we have out there. It's something that maybe in our furu' al-din, maybe we need to revisit that. Our furu' al-din are what? Saum, salat, zakat, walidain. Maybe we should rethink, revisit this whole concept of furu' al-din. Some might argue that this is one of our furu' al-din. It's something specific. It's not just another wajib haram thing. No, it's something specific. Walidain. And because it's mentioned in the Quran like this, someone who goes against it, who doesn't believe in it, might even leave Islam. Because there are some ulama who believe. that there are certain furu' al-din that are so widely accepted and so clearly mentioned in the Quran that if you go against those and you don't believe in them, it's as if you're not believing in the Quran. Think about it. Someone doesn't believe in Salat. I'm a Muslim, I don't believe Salat is wajib. For example, some ulama might argue that this person has left Islam because this claim that this person is saying Salat's not wajib in Islam means that the Quran hasn't said it. The Quran is saying it. Which Quran do you believe in? Version number 2 of Quran? Where is it? Volume 2, where is it? That's 3 verses, brothers and sisters. And the verse we're going to talk about a little tonight is the 4th set. It's 2 verses. Isra 23 and 24. The famous وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّاهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا إِمَّا يَبْلُغَنَّ عِندَكَ الْكِبَرَ أَحَدُهُمَا أَوْ كِلَاهُمَا فَلَا تَقُل لَهُمَا أُفٍّ وَلَا تَنْهَرْهُمَا وَقُل لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. Okay, we've heard this verse or these verses in the Quran. وَاخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ مِنَ الرَّحْمَةِ وَقُل رَّبِّ ارْحَمْهُمَا كَمَا رَبَّيَانِي صَغِيرًا. These are verses we know the translation of. We've heard before. It says Allah has decreed and made it incumbent that you're not going to worship anyone but Him. And of course, you're going to be good to the parents. It doesn't say you're going to not have uququl walidain on your shoulders. It says, no. More than that, you're going to do good. If one of them or both of them reaches a high or an old age while they're with you, you're not allowed to say to them, oof. We'll talk about all of these things. You're not allowed to say to them, oof. And don't shout at them. And not only that, tell them good things, honorable things. Say these types of things to them. And bring down the wing of lowliness. We're going to talk about this. Bring down the wing of lowliness for them out of mercy. And say to Allah, and do dua to Allah, oh Allah, have mercy upon them the same way they had mercy on me when they were raising me. Okay, these are the 2 verses. But there's some interesting points that I think our brothers and sisters, because they were new to me even, I don't think all of us might have heard of them. So we want to talk about those and some of the lessons we get out of these 2 very specific, important verses of the Quran. Surah Isra, verses 23 and 24. The first thing we see, once again, this is a fourth example that I'm giving. We see Tawheed, then we see Walidayn. That's one point. Now let's zoom in on these verses. This has right from the beginning, if they reach an old age. So in the verse, it's singling out the hardest part. The hardest part of dealing with parents is when they reach an old age. Yeah, we have this problem. When we even have this in couples, when they reach their 50s and the 60s, lots of times they'll come to you. A sister will come to you in her 60s. Says, my kids are gone now. They went to college. They married up, and now they have their own lives. I'm just stuck with my husband, and he's just turned into a child again. I want divorce. I'm just taking care of him now, like a child. Yeah, this happens at that older age. That it's the hardest time. As I said at the beginning of the lecture, how many tools does Allah have to refine us with? It's going to be hard. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this verse singles out the hardest stage when they're older and they need your help now. Why? Because you're young, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, not talking to the younger people in the crowd. Because I want you all to be successful in life. I don't want us to be losers in life. I try my best, I reach my 30s, 40s, I'm still a loser. Why? Because I didn't pay attention to certain things when I was younger. You have to take care of them when they're older. It's not easy. You have to dedicate time. Why? Because they need help. When I do that, I can't spend time on my projects, on my things that I'm doing in life that are going to give me more success. I don't have time for that anymore. I have less time for that. I have to be patient with them because it's hard. It's not easy. Well, how else do you want to turn to the old brothers and sisters? It's through these tests. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is singling out this stage. It's just an added problem to all the other things that we have in life. But there's 3 things to emphasize in these verses. 1, it says, hey, don't you dare say oof to them. Right? So as kids growing up, we always thought that, okay, we can say anything else to our parents, but we just have to be careful not to say oof. And oof is not even English, so we're never going to have that sin on our backs, right? Growing up as kids, I'm never going to say oof to my parents. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't have a problem there. But of course, in our ahadith, it explains, oof means the slightest trace, the slightest sign of disgust. You know, you're upset with them, turning away, showing them that you're upset. That's not enough. 1. 2, not tan'arhuma. If the verse says don't say oof, that's enough that I know I'm not going to shout at them. But it's so important that Allah still says, and don't you dare shout at them either. He's not even going to leave it to my simple brain to figure it out. That if I'm not allowed to do oof and show a little bit of disgust, I can't shout at them for sure. It's so important. He's going to make sure that he's going to explain to me. He's going to still put his finger on even greater things like shouting. Well, okay, I'm not going to shout at them. Can I hit them? That part you got to understand. That much you don't understand it. But it says you don't say the slightest thing, and you don't go to the other extreme either by shouting. Okay. But not only that, brothers and sisters, sometimes you want to maintain a minimum. You're like, okay, I'm not going to say anything to them. I'm just going to look down. No. That's not enough, my friend. I'm careful not to hurt them, and I'm careful not to shout. No oof, nothing like that. No. It's an amr. It says, قُلْ لَهُمَا قَوْلًا كَرِيمًا. You got to go after them. Sit down with them. Talk to them. Our ulama say, vain talk and joking around too much isn't good. There is one place though, it is mustahab with your parents. Go do whatever vain talk you want with them. Joke around with them. It's ibadah. Alright. But then the verse goes on. وَخْفِضْ لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ. Now here, usually we translate this verse like this. Like a bird that's taking care of its young, its young, open your wing over them out of mercy, right? This is usually how we translate this verse. The verse says, وَخْفِضْ means spread over, bring down over them. لَهُمَا جَنَاحَ الذُّلِّ. Janah means wing. So bring your wing over them, like a bird that takes care of its chicks, right? That's how we usually translate this verse. That's how we usually understand it. But it says, out of lowliness. We all have this word in our different cultures. Urdu, zillah. Farsi, zillat. Arabic, dhilla, or dhul, madalla, lowliness, a baseness. Hey, the dhilla comes from this word. What is this word trying to tell us? Allah explains. He says that this is one way of understanding maybe, that the mother bird opens her wing over her chick, but there's another meaning. And he says, like the chick itself, like the baby bird itself, those of you who watch National Geographic, you all watch it, and like Discovery Channel, all that kind of stuff, because there's a lot of other haram stuff out there, we gotta watch these things, right? You see how these baby birds, when the mom comes with food, what do? They open their wings up, and they start shaking their wings. Out of what? They're showing how low and how needy they are. SubhanAllah. Allah Ta'ala says, like that baby bird that out of need, out of lowliness, opens up its wings and starts moving them to let the mom know that I'm hungrier than my siblings. So the mom takes care of that baby. First, that's how you have to be. Not when you're in need of them and you're in your teens and they're going to buy you stuff. What was the beginning of the verse talking about? When they reach an old age, these are the things we have to do. Don't say oof, don't shout, say qawlan kalima to them, and bring down your wing. So wow, I have to be in a way that when they're old, I have to still let them get the feeling that I need them. How much honor, how much respect do I have to show? Are you trying to tell me that they're gods on earth? Exactly. Yeah. And that's why you've heard the story. Surah Al-Baqarah talks about that one cow that Bani Israel didn't want to slaughter. Right? And they narrowed it down, all the way till there's one only cow like that in the world that they have to slaughter. They have to go find that cow now. Turns out, according to our tafsir, they explain, turns out that this cow belonged to a youth who had honored his father. And his father loved him so much because of the way he had honored his father. The father said, all I have, son, is this cow. It's probably not worth anything, but here, I'll give you this cow. And Ben Israel, they come and knock on his door. They're like, oh, we heard you have a cow that matches the description we're after. And they buy it from him for a very high price. This is how Allah takes care of those people. Success in the dunya, those people who uphold these wallahi, these takana. The hadith says, the Prophet said, the good that this kid did to his father, look at how far it got him. His father gives him a cow. Turns out that is the exact cow Bani Israel are after. Why? Was he good to his father? Like he was careful not to hurt his father's feelings? No, he had honored his father. He had honored his father. Made his father feel like his father is important. This youth, he had a store, they say. And if he was going to strike a good deal with somebody, he had to give money, buy something that he could sell for a high price later. It just so happens that his father, old father, was in the store that day and had fallen asleep on the treasure chest to put their money in. He wants to buy something. He wants to buy some goods that he's going to sell and make good profit off of, but he doesn't do that. Why? My father's asleep. I'm sorry. I have access to my money. Well, wake up your dad. What are you talking about? Honor after honor, his father wakes up, finds out about this, and that's when he says, here you go, son. Because of how you honored me, here, I have nothing to give you, but here's this guy. An old man. He would bring his father to the store. Why? So his father feels like he's doing something. He's helpful in a way. Yeah. Why? Because he needs me? No. I need him for Jannah. Bring your wings down and make yourself seem as if you need them. Yeah. But sometimes you'll go that far even. We'll go that far. But still, deep inside of us, we're upset. The verse puts the nail in the coffin. Alright, you're not disrespecting them, you're honoring them. But even deep down inside, you gotta do dua for them. Man, are they gods and goddesses on earth? Yes, they are. I keep repeating that so we understand. That's how it is. Very seldom do you find that Allah says, even in your heart, you have to be like this. This is one of them. You did all of that, still inside even, you have to still have inclination, try to have inclination towards them to the extent that you do dua for them. And you say, well, Allah, have mercy on them the same way they had mercy on me when they raised me. Recite the verse. I'm going to go through Sahifa Sajjadiyya now very quickly, just so we get an idea that, they might have transgressed some of my rights. Maybe they did blame to me. Maybe that is a pretext for me to disobey them, disrespect them. Look at what Sahifa Sajjadiyya says. I think it's the dua number 24 in Sahifa Sajjadiyya. It goes like this. I'm going to go through it very quickly. It says, God, oh Allah, Imam al-Sajjad is saying, oh Allah, lower before them my voice. Make agreeable to them my words. Make mild before them my temper. Make tender toward them my heart. You see, all of those things that were in the verse we find here. Turn me into their companion and their loving friend. Thank them for my upbringing. It goes on. He says, oh God, and whatever harm has touched them from me, any detested thing that has reached them from me, or a right of theirs that I've trampled, allow it to alleviate their sins. Make this be a kafara for their sin. And then it goes on and on. Inshallah, we will look at this. It's on Islam.org. You can find the translation of Sahifa Sajjadiyya. Oh Allah, whatever word through which they have transgressed against me. Transgression. Someone he'll get up and be like, hey, how can you do that? Not here, brother. Oh Allah, whatever word through which they have transgressed against me. Or any act through which they have been immoderate with me. These are translations. It doesn't do justice to the wording of the dua. Right of mine which they have neglected, or obligation toward me in which they have fallen short, I grant it to them, and I overlook it. I don't want it. and bestow it upon them, and I beseech thee to remove from them its ill consequence. This is what the Imam teaches us in this dua. And there's many more excerpts that are very interesting, that make us understand that these are normal people. There's two questions that we have to address very quickly before we end. Number one, some will tell you, well, my parents have passed away. What do I do? We have lots of ahadith that even after they pass away, they still have those rights. And that you have to send them khairat, you have to do dua for them, you have to remember them, yeah. But I never even saw my mom or dad or whatever. They wronged me. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Are they called mom or dad? Yes, they are called mom or dad. Okay then, that's enough. I told you, it's as if Allah closes his eyes. So I don't care what's going on. Is it your mom or dad? Yeah, then you better do something about it. Why? Because it's helping you grow. Another question that comes up is, but my parents are being irrational. My parents are being irrational sometimes. And sometimes they will cause major problems for me. The answer that our Maraji will give is this, is that if it reaches a point that it's going to be super hard to bear, a hardship that I cannot bear anymore, it's going to affect my life crazily, then okay, fine, in those places. If usr and haraj comes up. But other than that, just because it's being irrational even, I have to be careful. Parents, I'm going to end with this. Brothers and sisters who are parents, we have to also be careful though, not to push to the limits, not to abuse, of course, this right that we have. I'm a parent myself. We can't push our kids to the limit also. We have to also be as rational as possible. I know we have things that we want them to do. We want them to succeed in life. But at the same time, I'm not going to do something, inshallah, that my son, my daughter, is going to be put in a situation where they have no choice but to disrespect me. That's also something we have to be careful about. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us tawfiq, to understand the priorities in Islam, one, and two, to be able to live up to them.